Hi, and welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight. But we're super excited because we've got one, maybe two girls launching if the other one pops on. But what we do literally is get on here a couple of times, 2-3 times throughout the week, and just share about an amazing program, product, and opportunity that we've come across. We've had amazing results with it, and we just like to share it. So for myself, I came across this 2.5 years ago. I was working full time, trading time for money as most of us do, but I'd literally gone straight back to work after maternity leave with my second baby. Not only that, but I'd actually gone back on promotion from Department of Defence to Department of Human Services. So a big change. My little ones, 11-month-old and a 3-year-old, were put into full-time care from 6:30 in the morning to 6 p.m. at night. And needless to say, I was burning the candle at both ends, trying to be the best mum I could be, the supportive wife, keep the house running, be the cook, the shopper chef, all those things, learn my new job, look after a team of people, and I started to get sick. Mentally and physically. Look, I'm super holistic. I love food and I love looking after myself, but I had no time. And very quickly, things around me, just started to fall away. The walls were caving in and something needed to change. I just didn't know what. So for me, a post came up. It was health, it was wellness, it was work around your families, work and stolen moments. It was all whole foods. It was family friendly. It wasn't a diet. It was just all these beautiful things that ticked a lot of boxes for me. So as much as it all sounded way too good to be true and I was super skeptical, I was just in that mindset where this was calling for me and I needed to find out more. So I reached out to this girl that I never met before and I asked her 100 questions, and she'll tell anybody it was hundreds of questions. But I'd owned a traditional business myself. And I actually did that while I was working in the Defence Force. So, I was up at the crack of dawn every day and I was up until midnight every night doing my normal job and running this business. And I didn't want to get trapped into that again. So she slowly answered all my beautiful questions and asked me if I'd heard of the Juicy Body Transformation or Juice Plus. I hadn't heard about our program, but I absolutely adore our program now. But I had heard of Juice Plus. Juice Plus I'd actually been researching 3 months prior for my husband. Not for me. I didn't think there was anything more possible that I could put into my body because I ate super well. But once I realised Juice Plus had an opportunity to do, an opportunity to get your money back or to get a little bit of, a little bit of extra income as well as look after your health, that just made sense to me. My husband only ate meat, potato, white pasta, white rice, so super opposite to me. So I was definitely getting him on it. But then I also, thought I better try it because I'm going to share it. So I want to know that it's good and, what results I get, not that I was expecting any. And I wanted my kids on it. So, if I got it cheaper, bonus. If I managed to get it for free, awesome. If I managed to get an income out of it, well, that'd be amazing. So within 4 months of me just sharing, bare minimal, because I was working full time and when I was at home, I wanted to be a present mum. So it was very minimal what I was sharing, but people saw the results in me really, really quickly. So I'd created enough income in that 4 months that I was able to go, wow, I can go part-time. I don't need to be here. I'm missing out on all this time with my children when I've got this extra income coming in. So I went part-time and I thought, well, if I've created that by doing literally nothing, what if I actually showed some people this? Maybe, made that a process through my week that I actually wanted to show people and give them our results because we'd had amazing results. And so that's what I did. Head down, bum up for another 6 months, so 10 months in total. I was able to quit my job. So I've been a stay-at-home mum now since January of last year, which I never envisioned possible. Now I get to take care of myself. I get to take care of my family. I get to be present in the things I actually love. And I get to work this around my life instead of in reverse, which is pretty amazing. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for over 40 years, so definitely not a new fad, all right? 40 years worth of results, and it's all about inspiring healthy living around the world. So it's not, one of those yo-yo diets. It's not a magic pill or anything like that. It's all about inspiring healthy living and about bridging the gap in your diet. All right, we've all got gaps, as much as we try, and I admittedly didn't think I had any, but clearly I did. But it's about bridging the gap between what you are eating, what you should be eating, and what you nutritionally require, which is different for each and every one of us. But our hero product is our fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules. These literally, you take them on a daily basis, they give you an extra variety of 27 plus fruits, vegetables, and berries into your diet each day. Pretty amazing considering government suggests we need to have 2 and 3. Less than 5% of adults are able to do that. And science actually suggests we need to be having 9 to 11. All right, and that is massive, even for me who loves smoothing and juicing and having those 3 to 5 meals a day. Not every day is perfect. You have holidays, the sporting activities, the schools activities. It's just not doable and what's available for us to eat. So these are really convenient, all right? They are all whole foods. It's all from the ground. Nothing in there is synthetic or artificial. We've been resorting to synthetic and artificial all our lives in multivitamins and supplements when we're starting to get sick or to bridge those sort of gaps. But you probably noticed, I did and always thought I was dehydrated, was that disco wee. That fluorescent wee in the toilet is literally you excreting what your body doesn't recognize. So, with this, it's super different. It's fruits, vegetables, and berries. So your body actually recognizes it, sends it to where it needs to go to work, which is pretty amazing and very different to what we've been used to. So the difference also between these is, why wouldn't you eat fruits and vegetables? That was me. That was me in my head going, well, I want to eat more fruits and vegetables. But our fruits and vegetables are actually really depleted. All right. It doesn't matter where in the world they're really coming from, I think. But here in Australia and New Zealand, our soil, our farming practices, all those sorts of things have come into play, and our fruits and vegetables are really depleted, and partially because we like them picked before prime ripening, because that's when they taste better. All right. But then they're sprayed with various waxes and chemicals, because then they've got a good journey before they hit our supermarkets. We purchase them, we peel them, we pick them, we even cook a lot of those nutrients out of our produce. All right. And for instance, with an orange, 80% of the nutrients is in the peel. And I don't want to eat the peel. And I'm sure you're probably the same. But the produce that goes in here, that it includes the peel and the pip and all that cool stuff. All right. The produce that goes in here is vine ripened. Our farms are 3 generations old, no sprays, waxes, chemicals. And it gets to be vine ripened because we're not eating it. So it's at its highest cellular nutrition level. From there, it's taken into our factories where it's washed and cleaned, and then it goes through a pulping process, not a juicing process, because we all know when we juice, we lose a lot of those nutrients, fibers, and so forth. And this includes, like I said, the peel, the pip, some of the stem, some of the stalk even, because there's lots of nutrients in that too. Liquid is removed in a slow process, coincidentally the sugar, so the fructose level is really low. And then through a cooling process, not a heating process, it's turned into a powder form, encapsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. So the capsule itself is all plant-based, which is pretty amazing also. Our capsule's actually used around the world at various pharmaceuticals as well, which is pretty cool. And that keeps everything, in there airtight. So all those live enzymes, micronutrients, phytonutrients are still intact. Because I know for me, I used to have tubs of different, nutrition that I was trying to put into my body through a tub, but I'll get halfway through and due to oxidization, the product was no good anymore. So being in this capsule, I swallow it within 3 to 7 minutes. It gets into the body and it goes to work. Clearly what it's going to do in my body is super different to my husband, as it will be to you, because we all absorb nutrients differently and we all have inflammation. Inflammation shows up in totally different ways in everybody. For me, it was a bit of skin, it was energy, it was joint inflammation in my knee and my lower back, and it was my IBS. So, and that all went for me, and I was not expecting any results. For other people, it could be skin, as in psoriasis, dermatitis, eczema, acne. It could be joint inflammation, arthritis, nerve pain, back pain. It could be just, it's micronutrients, yeah, it's the oil in the engine. So it could be just getting all your organs and everything running more smoothly. Therefore, you've got more energy. Therefore, you're sleeping better. Therefore, you're digesting food better. So there's not so much stress on your body. It's just really unique. The big things for me was that I could read the label. I didn't need a dictionary to know what apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry, and date were. They're all beautiful fruits. They've all got their own nutritional values, but the fact that they're putting there together means that they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own. The other thing on the label is there is no warning label. unless you can't have the apple or the beet or the cherry, Juice Plus is safe, even if you're pregnant, even if you're breastfeeding, because it's just food. All right, and it's just about bridging that gap. It just makes sense. So that's the oil in the engine, the micronutrients, our trio of fruit, vegetables, and berries and capsules. They're beautiful. They've had over 37 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on them, most heavily researched whole food product in the world. And what I love too is we've got an ongoing study at the moment, and it's the Healthy Living Study. And when any adult takes those capsules, they get to sponsor one child for free for 4 years. So like buy one, get one free. And the child can either have the fruit and vegetable blend, or they can have it in a chew form. All right, so it's the same powder that goes into the capsule, but it's joined with an all plant-based tapioca. Kept some of the natural sugars there from the fruits and vegetables, so they taste super yummy. All right, and your child gets an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables every day into their diet. And I don't care how clever you are as a parent, that's just not doable. Like if you were to try and get 17 fruits and vegetables into your child daily, you're a magician. My children are pretty good. One's amazing, one's just like his dad. So knowing that they have Juice Plus going into their bodies every day, no matter what they're doing. I'm heading off for 4 days on Thursday, and God knows what my husband's going to feed them, but I'm happy knowing that he's going to give them their Juice Plus while I'm away. Same with grandma, she's got the kids. Same with school, they're switching out their lunches. I just feel like it's my rocket proof. I'm bulletproof because I've got that. You know, they'll still catch big bugs here and there, but they'll recover so much quicker. In that study, we're seeing that they're pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behavior. For my children, respiratory, skin. And then between the adult and the child, obviously like attracts like. So flooding their body with that variety each and every day, they're just craving more water, more fruits and vegetables, and less of the naughty stuff, which is pretty cool. So that's the micronutrients. You still got to eat 3 to 5 good meals a day is what they suggest, and that is crazy. You know, when in our busy lifestyles, there's no way you keep up with the preparation and preparing all those meals and physically eating them. But we do have these amazing complete powders, not designed as a meal replacement, but if you add the right things, they can definitely assist with things like weight gain, weight loss, or those 3 to 5 meals a day, of course. They're a nutritional drink with over 30 plant-based ingredients in there. Again, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial, natural sugar from stevia and sugarcane, equivalent to a banana. Makes any green smoothie taste good, which I love because I've always been an advocate of green smoothies, but I struggled to swallow them and keep them down. These make them taste yummy. Great for breakfast on the run. So if you've been living off, toast and coffee, these are 1,000 times better. With all those beautiful things. There's broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, chickpea, covering your vitamin B, vitamin D, which is, hard, especially when you're pregnant. Complex vitamin B, niacin. Niacin's a beautiful thing, which is found also in our capsules, but it's from greeny leaves. And it's a mood balancer. So we've seen massive results with anxiety and depression, which is pretty amazing too. They're great for the sugar fixes in the afternoon or for the kids when they've just finished school, because they taste great and they think they're having a treat. But I love them for pre and post workout. So these help me recover better, they help me feel better, and they're great to keep in your handbag just to, on a crappy day when you're resorting to convenience and whatever, pull these out instead, which is pretty good. I can't live without those now. They're my saviour. There's just one more gap that Juice Plus wanted to bridge, because we don't have some crazy big catalogue. It's just about nutrition and helping bridge that gap. And that's omegas. So forever, as far as I can remember, we've been resorting to fish to get that omega into our bodies. But let's face it, fish are getting, we're running low on fish out in the ocean, and no one really likes that fishy aftertaste. And for the vegans and vegetarians, that doesn't really work. And for the fish, they don't generate it themselves. They actually get it from algae. So what Juice Plus did is they went to work on creating their own plant-based omega, skipping the fish. They skipped the middleman, went straight to the omega, along with raspberry, tomato seed, oil, safflower, sea buckthorn, and I'm missing one, pomegranate, in a beautiful capsule. It's quite different to this capsule actually, because it's joined through cooling, not through heating, to keep all those beautiful oils intact for when we swallow them. So that's brain health, heart, eyes, again, joint inflammation, and amazing also with pregnancy again. I love these. I just got glasses just before these came out and I haven't used them since, which is crazy. But we're seeing massive results with those. So I love it. And that is all of our products, just 4. And it's just about bridging the gap. Fruits, vegetables, berries, just makes sense. But what we do also have is when you do Juice Plus just once, you get to be part of an amazing program. It's a lifestyle program, not a diet. So no calorie counting, no telling you not to eat this and you shouldn't eat this and all those beautiful things that sort of put you off creating or doing the actual do and taking care of your health. So our lifestyle program, it's all online. I do have a printed book in front of me. I need it printed in front of me. I hate looking on my phone or on my iPad all the time. But we've got over 7 ebooks. All right, there's something for the blokes. There's something for the kids. There's something, there's a gourmet cleanse. There's a detox. We've got an 8-week shred going on at the moment for people that really want to kickstart to get those results. We've got hundreds of recipes from the beautiful Kira Westwick. She helped design the program along with a team of other experts in their field. And she was actually runner-up on MasterChef 2014. She's a nutritionist and a mama too, an absolute foodie. So the food in here is delicious. There's just an example straight there, sweet potato bolognese, yum. So there's stuff there for the whole family. So when you start taking care of your health, you're not the only one doing it. Do you know what I mean? It's hard when you've got to, share 2 meals every night. If you can get the whole family on it and create that rainbow effect in your house, the kids get involved in the kitchen and you're setting them up for life as well, which is pretty amazing. So I'm going to bring that to life a little bit, and a couple of the girls are going to share some of the results they've had on this amazing program and product. And I'm going to grab whoever is first on my screen. So, who's Charlotte? Oh, right down the end here. All right, Charlotte's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what amazing results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Hi, awesome. Thanks, Jana. Juice Plus came into my life in January of this year. I answered a post about a shred on a friend's page, and I was pretty captured by the concept pretty early on. Before having my twins, I was a really healthy, whole foods kind of a person. I was training 5 times a week in the gym. I was running half marathons. And then I had my kids. And I ended up living a life of toast and coffee and way too much sugar, way more sugar than I should have been eating. And a lot of convenience foods. Meanwhile, I was doing everything I could to nourish my kids, which was pretty crazy. I needed to fill that gap. I needed to find a way to kind of start getting myself out of the rut that I was in. And the shred seemed like a good idea at the time. And then I got told about the products and I was just like, what? You've got to be joking. I can have all this stuff and I don't just to help me get started for the day. If I end up having a bad day, at least I've done something better than what I would have been doing without it, right? So I immediately jumped on board. And within probably about 3 or 4 days, I noticed I had more energy. I noticed that the quality of my sleep was much, much better. And I was really lucky. By that point, my kids were sleeping through the night, so I had the opportunity to get full blocks of sleep. But what I didn't realize was that I was still waking up naturally every 3 or 4 hours because I was so used to it. I was still sleeping in that really terrible state of sleep where I'm almost awake and not really sleeping. And I was constantly tired. So I was sleeping heaps better and I had so much more energy. I had better skin and better nails and better hair. Couldn't believe how much brighter my skin got. My eyes got brighter. And for me, I never really had issues with my menstrual cycle, but I noticed my cycle was a lot better. My bowel motions were a lot better. So for me, I was just like, whoa, this is awesome. The shakes have been a really good way to fill that kind of mid-afternoon slump when I get tired. And the kids are absolutely nailing the chews and they're sleeping better and they are they're eating heaps of fruits and vegetables. And I already thought they already were, but they're actually eating heaps more. For me, the really massive result that I am only starting to talk about more in the last 2 or 3 months has been kind of the impact it's had on my postnatal depression. Because what I have struggled with all my teens and even through my 20s was depression. And I knew that I would be a prime for getting it postnatally. I didn't really realize how bad I'd get it. And so for me, being able to dig myself out of that slump meant that I needed to start thinking about eating well and exercising again. And that's really hard to do when you don't have the energy or the willpower to even get out of bed. So I found that within those first few days and even the first month, getting out of bed was a lot easier. Getting out for a walk got a lot easier. Making better choices got a lot easier. And I am now, 7 months down the track, and I'm now antidepressant medication free, which is huge because I've been medication free quite a few times in my journey with depression, and the consistent variable every time has been eating well and exercising. And I just cannot believe the impact the program's had on my life. I'm now shredding because I got a lot of weight to lose to get back to my healthy self. And I have, in the first week, lost 4 kilos. And that's unbelievable. And I'm not even hungry. I'm not hungry. And I haven't cooked anything different for myself than I have for the rest of my family. Tonight we had the JBT healthy sausage rolls. I think I only got one because my kids nailed them. So yeah, I'm stoked. I've had an amazing time with the product and program, and I share it with everyone I possibly can. I think I probably don't shut up about the importance of whole foods and the importance of bridging that gap. So for me, massive win.
Awesome. Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. You're now got to zip it a little bit, don't we? We're going to stop you from spewing it on people.
Yeah.
You're amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
And now I'm going to grab Candice as well. She's going to share also her same journey with Juice Plus and what results she's had.
Thanks, Jana. Hi, everyone. So I'm a stay-at-home mum of 2 kids, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. And after the birth of my first child, I suffered from postnatal depression as well, just like Charlotte. Prior to my children being born, I also suffered from fibromyalgia, IBS and dermatitis. And one of the biggest inflammations that I had within my body was also endometriosis, which I suffered from the age of 19 till roughly around 2 years ago now, which I'm now 38, so 36 and a half. I was a lot into health and wellness, but obviously suffering all that inflammation, it just took a massive toll on my body. So mentally, physically, emotionally, I was distraught. I was really, really unwell. I was really into health and nutrition and trying to make my lifestyle better. I came across the product through the business. Was again quite skeptical, but was really excited about wanting extra energy because I really was cut short with lack of sleep from having 2 children. And fast forward 2 years now on the product, and I'm inflammation free from all of those things. So my days are absolutely amazing. I'm full of energy. I'm pain free. I'm medication free. The program has done absolute wonders for my health and my family's health. I'm on the capsules, the shakes and the omegas, and I will never not be on these products. They've completely changed my life, and I just absolutely love sharing what they've done for me, in the hope that and others can see what benefit whole food nutrition can have on them as well. Thanks, Jana.
Hey, thank you. I forget how much you have just been given, like the works, haven't you, with inflammation, and just come out the other side like you have, and then to be able to share it with so many people. We're blessed to have you. Thank you so much for sharing. Beautiful. So 2 amazing stories, 2 very different stories. Like I said, everyone is really different into what part it's going to play in their health and what results they're going to get. But we love it, and we just think everyone, could be, have that extra value by putting this into their bodies. So before we hear from Laura, I'm just going to touch on, Laura's decided she's already a business owner, but she's seen the value in this amazing program and product. But I know for a lot of us, when we look at this opportunity, we get a few of the skeptics in ourselves as well. But I had a couple of people reach out to me and say, Jana, what are you doing? It's one of those pyramid schemes or pyramid structures. And obviously pyramid schemes were selling nothing really. They never had a service, they never had a product, and we've got an amazing product and it's been around for 40 years. So definitely got that, which is awesome. But pyramid structure wise, I was a little bit confused with that at the beginning, but now I kind of get it in that we had it in, they had it in their wrong frame of mind, and so did I. Because when you think of traditional business, I think that's a pyramid scheme. A pyramid structure, I should say. You know, think about government, you know, from the Department of Defence, you know, the head of, for us in Australia, that was the Chief of Navy. I was never going to be the Chief of Navy. With DHS, that would have been the MP of Australia, and I was never going to be the MP. But, you know, think about our big supermarkets or Myers or David Jones. For us, it's Woolworths over here, so Coles and Woolworths, they've all got their CEO in the supermarket. They've got their board of directors. They've got their state managers, area managers, store managers, section managers. And then we see, majority, the people stacking our shelves, putting our shopping through for us. Most of these guys come in at this level. You know, they might have done something other, and they might have come in at another level, but there's obviously less of those as you go up the structure. But some of them come in and this is their first job, or for some of them it's just a bit of extra money while they're retiring, you know, just to live a little bit better. And some of them just aren't interested in climbing that, you know, the career structure or anything like that. Some are. And to do that in any job, what do you need to do? You need to upskill. You need to elbow and kick, be that shining light. You need to apply every time these jobs come up. And you need to try and win that position over your friends that you've made and your other colleagues. And so if you do win that position, you're probably feeling a bit guilty. They're probably a bit cranky with you. For me, when I came from the Defence over to Department of Human Services, I came into this middle range job here. I had to look after all these people below me, and they hated me, really. They didn't even want to show me where the brew room was. I've taken their job. But, you know, I had that management skill to take that position and come in there, and the money was amazing. You know, it was great. Financially, we were in a good place, but I had absolutely no work-life balance. I was taking work home with me. I was on call. It was ridiculous, the hours I was putting in. No normal job is 38-hour week anymore. And these guys down here, I don't know if you guys are the same over in New Zealand, but we're shopping more and more online. And it's the same with multi-level marketing and all these things. It's becoming more and more obvious that this is the way going forward, because these guys are being told they've either got no job, need to go find a job elsewhere, go to another supermarket where they've got some of those positions left, because they're getting replaced by online shopping, by electronic tellers, you know, or they can look at some of these other roles here, but there's not many of those. All right. So, you know, no traditional job is, you know, set in concrete. You're not safe there either. And the chances of you ever starting here and getting all the way up to that top position, slim to none. That normally comes, they've already been a CEO elsewhere, or you need to be with that organisation or company for, you know, good 20, 30, 40 years to know its ins and outs. I love our structure because it's literally that, but on its head, but it's an open rectangle. We come into this business for a one-off yearly fee of $172.50 a year. All right, liability, insurance, everything covered. And all we do is share this amazing program and product, give some customer care, and our head office puts money in our bank account monthly for doing so, which is pretty amazing. 60 cents a day to have a business, compared to my restaurant where I paid $40,000 when I purchased it, then weekly, monthly, yearly cost to keep that running. We have a top position too called National Marketing Director. We do have various promotions levels as well, but we all start off as virtual franchisee down the bottom. All right, no one can come into the middle section or start here or start there or start. We all start as a virtual franchisee. Even if this CEO saw what I was doing, loved the freestyle, freedom lifestyle I'd created, he'd also start there. I would link arms with him. I'd teach him, guide him, see what he wants to do. And if he wanted $500 a month, I would show him how to do that. You know, I'd share what worked, what doesn't work. This is how we get there. If he wanted $2,000 a month, again, I'd map that out, work with him, and show him how to get there. $5,000 a month, again, the same. And so on. We all get that opportunity to go all the way to the top. There isn't one person sitting pretty in our organisation. We all get that opportunity to work there, and you're not by yourself. We don't grow personally if we don't help each other, lift each other up and get there, which is pretty amazing. The thing that I did have trouble with when I started this, I'd come from the Defence Force to Department of Human Services, and in the Defence Force I had a secret clearance. So I could not use social media. So social media was very new to me. So I didn't think I knew enough people, and I just didn't have the time. I was working full time. I had 2 kids at home. How was I going to do this? So the girl that showed me the business, Lauren, she showed me how to share it with a few friends and family, a few people from the gym, a few other mamas, a few people from work. What I also found was 3 cool people that wanted something else. Found Lindsay. Lindsay was my bestie. She had 5 people at home that she wanted all on the products. Just made sense for her to get it cheaper and to do the business. Catherine had amazing results 2 months in, shared that on social media, and it went viral. Wanted me to respond to them all, but she was struggling to pay for her products and for nappies each week. I said, how about you do the business and get this cheaper? And then I had Steph. Steph was like the love bug. Just wanted to share it with everybody, and and couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner. I showed these girls exactly what Lauren had shown me. Find a few people that, could benefit from the program and product, and the same thing started happening to them. They found a few people that wanted something more, whether it be a holiday account or a shopping account, whether it means just to get their product cheaper, whether it means just connection, community, meet more people. They did the same thing, teach to teach, and it just started spiraling out like popcorn. And who did Lauren know at the beginning? Well, she didn't even know me. I found her on social media. Since then, I've obviously gone and found more as well, and it's just spiraled all the way over to New Zealand and other places. But she didn't even know me. And since then, all these beautiful people have joined in underneath us just because we cared enough to share it with a few people. And it was all organic. No pressure, no shooting on people. It's just an amazing thing to share. So they're just a couple of things we like to squish before we hear from our amazing launchee. So I'm going to grab Laura now, and Laura's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what she's looking forward to with the program and product herself, and why the business made sense to her.
Hi everyone, thanks Jana. So I was similar to Jana at first. I was just on Facebook one day and an ad popped up saying for one of Jana's Facebook pages, and I thought, I've been Googling around for a while trying to find an extra form of income. Being a personal trainer and being self-employed, it can be a bit tight at times and it fluctuates a lot. And I'm originally from Australia, so having family in Australia and my partner's family in England, I wanted to be able to have that freedom to be able to travel around more and go to more places and make sure we can see our family regularly. So I thought I was skeptical. I was at first, because being a personal trainer, I always try and promote healthy eating, and I have no shake fad diets or anything like that. And the more I started to ask questions of Jana, the more I thought this could not only really help me with my energy levels and fitting into my busy routine, but my clients and their friends and their family. So I'm really excited to see how it can help myself with my energy levels, making sure I'm getting in everything that I need, and then also all of my clients, which I'm hoping a lot of them will see the value and see how it has helped me and then jump on board as well. So yeah, from a business point of view, I'm hoping with the access to the JBT program and being able to share all those recipes and different ideas for exercises to try and help motivate everyone, and get a little bit of extra income and see how much I can grow it. So yeah.
You're beautiful. I'm so excited for you, and I love that you're from Australia and you're in New Zealand. You're the best of both 2 countries. But I'm super pumped for you, and I just think it's going to work so well with you and your beautiful clients, but also for you because you're a busy personal trainer, and sometimes that's not easy to get all the good stuff into you because you are sometimes up at the crack of dawn, and then you get to bed late and you just don't feel like eating because you just go. So I'm hoping this will help you also. So congratulations, hun. I'm so excited to be a part of this journey with you, and I look forward to seeing what you create.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So it's super nerve-wracking. That was her first time having to, do a launch or share on an event. We're very excited and thrilled to have her a part of the team. So now I'm going to just touch a little bit on the fun part, the fun money we, like to say, so stay on a little bit longer. We do have another share from someone else as well. But, we're really lucky we can share this in over 29 countries. So make lots of friends around the world, and then you've got more friends to go visit. And inspiring that healthy living around the world that can't, not help, us be, lighting up from the inside is what I'm trying to say, by being able to do so. So we in Australia and New Zealand are on the same business plan, and we get paid 3 ways. We get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission, which builds up what we call our residual income, or our beach money. It slowly just keeps growing in the background from us referring an amazing product and program, looking after them. And and that's a beautiful thing, just to have their building up in the background. But what we like to talk about is our bonuses. All right, these are great because these are an incentive to help you grow strong and grow wide at the beginning. Okay, if you don't hit any of these, it's not a big deal. There's a time frame for each one, but they're an incentive to help you grow strong, which is pretty cool. So like I said before, you start off as a virtual franchise. We want to help you have the best start possible and help you get your DVF promotion done within your first 30 days. But if we help you get it done in your first 10 days, our company will just give you a nice little $100 bonus, as well as along with your profit, just to say well done and welcome to the team, more or less. The first big bonus that's on the table is a $400 bonus for you. It's for senior direct virtual franchise. It means you probably introduce the business to maybe 1 or 2 people, but it also is where the teacher bonuses start as well. So the teacher that's looking after you and guiding you, they also get this bonus for helping you do so, which is pretty amazing. The next one is sales coordinator. That probably means you've introduced the business to maybe 3 to 9 people, and you've probably got maybe another 3 or so underneath them. So you're really starting to find people that really understand this and really want something more out of life, which is pretty cool. And that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. Pretty awesome. So don't forget, again, these are only the bonuses that I'm talking about. You still got this beautiful thing growing in the background month by month. And if you don't hit them, not a big deal. But if you bring on team, help them hit it, you can get these teacher bonuses over and over and over again, which is pretty cool. The next one is senior sales coordinator. Probably means you've introduced the business to maybe a good, sort of 8 to 14 odd people, and you've probably got another 30 odd sort of growing underneath there. And that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. And we've got our new SSC who's going to share her business story tonight. Just got to find her. There she is. So she's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what exciting things have happened to her so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Hey everyone, thanks Jana. So basically Juice Plus came into my life just like everyone else. I saw an ad on Facebook and touched base with them back in April and loved the product, completely understood the product, but ran scared from the business. I had this fear of not being able to succeed, not knowing enough people on Facebook, basically not being able to sell. And what if I fail? So I pushed it aside and let it go, and it ticked over in the back of my mind. And in August, I saw one of my friends had started jumping on and doing the business, and she's one of my antenatal mums. And I got serious FOMO, and that's fear of missing out pretty much. So I pretty much jumped on board with her straight away without any hesitation, and pretty much loved it ever since. So the exciting things that have happened so far is basically once I started to get to know the business and understand what I was doing and all that sort of stuff, it roller coasted, and it's just completely blown up. And some days I struggle to keep up with it, but I can do it in and around my kids, and I've always got the help and support there of Jana and some other people to help and guide me. And when I have those crap days, I can say to them, I can't do it today, I'm not feeling it, and I can step back and it can still earn money and still tick over and Jana, and that just help my team and help my team grow while I'm taking that day off if they need it on those days. So yeah, the team's pretty much roller coasted to 20 plus. And it's just been an amazing journey so far. So the things I'm really looking forward to in the next pretty much 6 to 8 months is that freedom to say yes to more, freedom to pretty much just be there for my kids, grow this steady and help my team come up and come to the position that I'm in and earning a steady residual income as well. And also my health is absolutely fantastic too. So and what, can't have anything better than your health being fantastic, really, can you? So yeah, that's pretty much my story.
Awesome, you're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks.
And I'll switch it back over to me. So, you know, she's an amazing mum on her own with twins, and she's smashing this business. Like, it's just different, you know, for everybody. We do have males in the business, I do promise, for anyone that's watching this playback, but it is really drawn to the females because we do put everyone else before ourselves. It just seems to happen that way. And if we've got kids, it just makes sense. Yeah, we want to be home with these little miracles that we've created. So it's a good avenue for the mums. But yeah, very, very different for everybody, but it's definitely a relationship business. You know, people that come in that we share this business with, they're not our employees. They've got their own awesome business. We're just there to mentor, teach, guide them, show them what worked, what didn't work for us, and see if we can help them, which is pretty amazing. The next one is QNMD. And you've probably got a good, you know, 16 to 20 plus in your team frontline, and then you've probably got about 120 odd maybe underneath there. You're really starting to grow a really awesome, amazing business, and that residual income is getting really awesome in the background there, setting you up for the beach, setting you up for those holidays, which is pretty cool. And that's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. All right, and then the top one, which I mentioned earlier, NMD, $3,000 bonus for you and you only. By then, your teacher's earning way too much money and they don't need it. And you're on about $100,000 to $120,000 a year. Pretty amazing to start, yeah? And you're not set there, do you know what I mean? You can, you know, money's energy. You know, when I first got told that, I went, oh, I don't need that much money. But you know what? The more I get into this business, the more I get involved in the community, what I could do for my parents, what I can do for my family, what I could do for charity, it gets pretty exciting. But that's me and that's my journey, and it's different for everybody else, which is pretty cool. But like I said, you don't need to come in and do this business. You could just want to take care of your health. Try our amazing program and product. It's not a yo-yo diet. It's not a miracle tablet or anything like that. It's just all about bridging the gap. It's fruits, vegetables, and berries. Pretty cool. But yeah, a massive thank you to all the girls who shared tonight, and awesome congratulations to Laura. We're so pumped, so excited for you. For anyone who jumped on tonight and watched, whether you're watching it live or in the recording, thank you so much, because obviously someone cared enough to invite you along to take a look. If we didn't get all those questions answered, please reach out to whoever it was that invited you and get those questions answered. And they'll either help you or we'll help you get those answers to them. And hopefully, if you're anything like me, just ask those questions. And hopefully you'll find a reason to really check this out, or you might know somebody that you think this could really help. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone for jumping on tonight, and we'll see you again.